Hi, this is Dervla McCann. I'm on location in Lewiston, Maine, which happens to be the city in America with the highest population of French descendants of any city in the United States. I moved here in 1999. I set up a cardiology practice and started seeing individuals with heart disease at an extremely young age. And when I looked into it, I discovered that familial hypercholesterolemia, which is a gene that is inherited in an autosomal dominant fashion, is seen in very high proportion in Franco-Americans. So just before I left to go to Harvard for a year getting a master's in public health, I conducted a query of our hospital database looking for individuals with extremely high LDL levels. And I expected to find something a bit more than the usual. The usual is 1 in 500 people have this gene, and it's usually found when you detect an LDL level of greater than 190. When I ran a query on our database of 80,000 patients, I found that instead of 0.2%, we actually had something closer to 5 to 8% of our patient population with extraordinarily high LDL levels. So I realized that we had a bit of a problem here, in part because we also didn't have a way to communicate our findings to others. So earlier this year, the American Heart Association approached me with a project to do an educational film, and this was just such a natural thing for me. I've always been very interested in education, and in particular getting a public health message to the public in a manner that's non-threatening and understandable. And this story of Franco-Americans, their journey from Quebec to America, New England in particular, and the resultant unexpected consequence of carrying a gene with them that was at one time quite lethal, it was a really compelling story for me. I was very interested in trying to communicate the health message to this population and also to reassure them that we have things we can do to help.
Hi, I'm Matt Beach, and today I started working with Dervla McCann on her practicum. And I must admit, today turned out to be more than I could ever even imagine. Standing outside the Franco-American Heritage Center, where we just finished up, Dervla interviewed 4 great folks who, turns out they have extraordinary backgrounds, and growing up, and their stories about that, and their, the losses and the hard work, and it was just incredible. And before that, we were at the Museum LA. Again, learning about where, the heritage of these great folks, and, where they came from to where they are now, and really just the hard work and hardships that they went through to get to where they are. And I just can't say enough about the project that Dervla is doing, and I feel, I feel very, just great that she even thought to reach out to me, and I'm super excited to get this finished product done, and hope you guys all like it too.
Matt's been a huge help today. We had a heck of a day filming at a museum that is dedicated to the workers, most of whom worked in the mills of Lewiston. They came from Quebec to this town, Lewiston, worked in the mills here, stayed here for multiple generations, speaking French often, and we've just learned a lot. Matt and I both, I think, had a heck of a morning and an early afternoon, and I think this project is a lot of fun, and I hope that the final product will be worthwhile for everybody to see.